Hello, 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 hello. Testing. Hello. Okay. I'm not here to entertain today. I am here to do some admin. So I figured I'd just do it and you could watch if you're into that. If you're not, don't worry about it. But it would be cool if maybe some of you want to share the stream because why would that be cool? Because I'm going to show people kind of the inner workings of a prediction market. And prediction markets have been all the rage, quite the conversation this weekend, and so just think it would be quite cool for more people to understand like what needs to happen for them to kind of keep going. So this is predictfully.app. Oh, I have a banner I can like bring up. What does that banner look like when I bring it up? Damn, it covers my face. Oh, I'm here. No, not doing that. Predictfully.app. If you want it, you can find it. It's in my bio. If you're watching on Predictfully, it's in that bio. Happy Saturday, everyone, by the way. What a weekend for sport. Good grief. Ryder Cup happening right now. Europe sitting pretty. EPL been flying today. Liverpool just got beat. Come on. NFL all day tomorrow. There's tennis happening in Japan. There's, I think, UFC happening later this evening. It's all happening. So why don't we have a little look? Because I think there are some markets that I need to resolve. And there are some markets. Oh, wow, we've got lots of markets to resolve. Okay, this will be fun. And then I want to make some markets for tomorrow as well. Holy shit. Okay, I got loads of markets to resolve. Cool. So that'll be fun. Let's go. Let's work our way through them first of all. Manchester City to beat Burnley by 2 or more goals. Look at that. It was they were flying along, and then it looks like it didn't happen. I need to create another tab so that I can be looking up before I validate these. In the future, of course, these will all be validated and resolved via an oracle and consensus. That's like the beauty of prediction markets, right? But right now, while I'm not connected to those things, I have to manually resolve this shit. So let's have a little quick looky look. Here we go. Football scores and fixtures. Okay, right. We got a few to burn through here, so let's do it. Right. Manchester City. I said, will Manchester City beat Burnley by 2 goals or more? Manchester City did win today, 5 goals to 1. So the answer to that one is yes. So yes, and I finished that with a yes. And then I should be able to refresh that market. Market has been finished and those points will be distributed. There you go. Look, there were 56,836 points and they've now been distributed to according to, whoever had shares in yes. Right, let's have a look at the others. We've got a few here. Will Bournemouth beat Leeds United? Finished 2-2. So Bournemouth did not beat Leeds United and therefore it was going to resolve yes if they did and no for any other result. It was a draw. No. So we've finished that market. This is fun, isn't it? You'll get to see this. Interesting point. I've been trying to look at where the points are being pushed. Manchester City, obviously, like massive club. Before last year, had won, I think, the last 4 Premier League titles back to back to back to back. So they're pulling 54,000 points, whereas Bournemouth versus Leeds, 2, great teams, but less supported, it would be clear to say, only pulling a 12,000 point market. And this is going to start becoming really important for me when we're creating the paid markets, because it's obviously important for me to seed liquidity pools, but then in order for Predictfully to start generating revenue, that revenue is going to come from a very, very small percentage of every transaction. So I need to make sure that I'm prioritizing the markets that will have the most that's finished, have the most transactions. Because one thing I've also noticed this week, for anyone who's been kind of keeping up, we were up to 60 markets live, and 60 markets in sporting terms is a lot. And so what I've seen happen is more markets has meant like a broader spread. And I think it's really important for me to recognize the spread. So I am keeping an eye on the amount of points that are going to each market and those kind of things, so that I can really start to do some analysis on what the right markets are to push. Anyway, let's keep this moving. Good game's a quick game. Chelsea to beat Brighton. Brighton won 3-1. Go on the Seagulls. So it would have resolved to yes if Chelsea win, or no for any other result. 3-1 to Brighton. That was at Chelsea as well. Wow. So no, bang. 38,000. See, Chelsea, bigger club, world champions, and pulling in a bigger market there. Really interesting to see as well. Obviously, people are predicting as the game is in action. So let's go back. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Rugby Union, Bath to beat Harlequins. That happened last night, and I happen to know, because I am a Bath fan, that Bath did beat Harlequins last night convincingly. I'm just going to, even though I know, I like to just see it as I resolve so that I don't fuck it up. Because that would be embarrassing. So let's have a look. Friday night, it was yesterday. Yep, Harlequins 31, Bath Rugby 47. Go on, you Bath. Okay, so just going to go back to the football quickly so I don't get lost. But that was, okay, so will Bath beat Harlequins? Yes was the answer. Finish with a yes. Only 15,000, see? A lot of it came through at that last point as well. You can see a ton of people were watching and just chucked all their money in, as it was obvious that they were going to win. The way I've been finishing when the markets resolve is usually like 10 minutes before the end of the fixture. So there's still that little bit of jeopardy so that people can look at it and be like, okay, this looks like it's definitely going to go that way. I am going to sell out of that position and buy into that position. But I don't like to do it up to the 90th minute or in football, or the 80th minute in rugby union in this example, because I still think it's important that right at the end, they're kind of like making their prediction and they have to wait to see if they were right or wrong. So did I resolve that one? I'm sure I did. Oh, yes, I did. Cool. Right. Let's keep it moving. Hello, everyone. 44 of you watching. Rugby Union. Will New Zealand beat Australia? That was this morning. So let me have a quick look back in at Rugby Union. Fixtures. New Zealand. That was the Ladies World Cup. Here it is. New Zealand 33, Australia 24. So it would be yes if New Zealand win. So yes, New Zealand did win by 9 points, but that wasn't a point-based market. So yes. And then I need to refresh that. There we go. That's now been finished. And all these points are being distributed. So we'll see a very different leaderboard at the end, which people can go and have a look at. Right. Rugby Union. Will England win the Women's World Cup final? That is in action. Women's World Cup. Oh, holy moly. It finished and they won. Is that right? I just want to make sure that's right, because it looks here like England won the Women's World Cup 33-13. I want to validate that, because when I looked at it before, I'm sure they were losing. So what can I do? I can go on to RFU. That's probably the best, which is the Rugby Football Union Women's Rugby World Cup. Here we go. Agree. Women Match Center. Bang. Tries 5-2. Yeah. Well, first of all, huge congratulations to let's have a look at the report. Yeah, to England's women. They've won the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup. That's amazing. Love to see that. The Red Roses win. So we go, will England win Women's World Cup final? Yes, they will. Great stuff. Great stuff. Small market, though, man. World Cup final, only getting 8,800 points. Just goes to show you, right? Making lots of progress in the women's game all around the world, but can keep doing more. Keep doing more. That's why I've added women's rugby, women's football. Super keen to push those sports. They do so much. As a dad of a daughter, I can tell you right now, like, sport is one of the most important things for young people, young women in particular, when it comes to like mental health and fitness and well-being. So anyway, right, will Liverpool beat Crystal Palace? I happen to know they didn't. They lost 2-1. So it was yes for a Liverpool win, no for any other result. Not that I absolutely despise Liverpool or anything, but quite pleased with that one. I haven't been. Look at that. 45,000. That's the second largest market we had. That's been finished. Okay. How are we doing? By the way, do you think Travis and Taylor will announce their wedding date by Christmas Day? 72% say no. I am adamant it will happen on Christmas Day. I know Tay-Tay well enough to know how this goes. That'll be a lovely little Christmas Day announcement from the two of them. Okay. Man United to beat Brentford. Brentford won. Oh, look at that. Lots of people were watching that one then because Brentford were down with, no chance. And then boom. So, will Man United beat Brentford? Yes for Manchester United win, for no for any result. It was a no. It was 3-1 to Brentford. Go on, you bees. Right. Okay, that one's done. We must be close. That's lots of markets resolved. I love it. Oh, here we go. Right, this one's from last night, actually. West Brom to beat Leicester. Let me go to football again. I didn't actually even look out for this fixture last night. I was absolutely shattered. I crashed. Right. It was 1-1. So what did I say? I said it would be yes for a West Brom win or no for any other result. It was a draw, so it's a no. It's a no from me. No. See, only 7,000 points on that championship match. I was really hoping that I could start to load in fixtures from lots of the other leagues. This week, by the way, I'm going to really concentrate on La Liga, which is Spain's top league, Serie A, the Italian, League One, which is, or Ligue 1, should I say? It's France. Super League, which is Turkish, and Bundesliga, which is the German. I'm going to try and put in more. I can't just keep doing it all with English fixtures. As tempting as it is for me. Did I resolve that one? I don't know if I did. Here we go. Finished. Okay. Are we done? 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 Yes, we are done. Right. Okay. Let's just quickly have a look at the golf markets, see what was left. I'm going to add some more golf markets tomorrow morning, by the way. So tomorrow morning UK time, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to try and, I think we'll know what the singles ones are. So at the moment, I only added in DeChambeau and Scheffler with their singles matches. Will they win? Once, I think tonight they announce the singles pairings, I will come on immediately and I will make those markets for all of the pairings just to add a bit of color for tomorrow. Small market sizes, though, despite the Ryder Cup being the Ryder Cup, people are still not big fans. I mean, I guess it's the audience we pull in to begin with, isn't it? We're learning all the time. What else have we got? So, right, this is what I wanted to do. NFL for tomorrow. Okay, I've got all of these markets lined up. So this should take no time at all. And I thought maybe some of you would like to just see how I create markets. It's a very, very quick process. So I'm obviously logged in as an admin. It means I have to hit my my God mode here and I can create a new market. So what I'm going to do is we've got I've got like 25 minutes. Let's see if we can do 7 markets. I think we can do more than that. So I've got them all ready to go and I did them in order. So boom, these are in time order. Will the Steelers beat the Vikings? That's happening tomorrow at Croke Park, by the way, in Dublin. I wish I knew this was happening because I would have 100% got myself a ticket and gone to that. Binary market. You'll notice I'm creating all of these binary at the moment. Yes, no. The multi-choice are coming soon. So then that wouldn't be will the Steelers. Oh, in this instance, it would. If it was a football game, it wouldn't. It would be like, what will the result be? And then you could be like, Liverpool win, Crystal Palace win, draw. And there are 3 options. But in this instance, binary. Anyway, I'm talking too much when I should be doing this. Right. So what is this? Steelers Vikings, which is this one. I made these earlier. Okay, and they're all small. Good. Okay, right. And then I have my my text ready to go. Might need a little bit of formatting. It does. Predictfully market determining the outcome of the NFL American football match between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Tomorrow, 2:30 BST. I think that's 6:30 a.m. in the States. I bet there's a bunch of you getting up early to watch that. The market will resolve yes for Steelers. Will the Steelers win? Or no for any other result. If the match is cancelled, this market will void and all points will be returned. Resolution will be official news from NFL and credible reporting may also be used. I will allow myself 48 hours to resolve those markets in case something happens. American football, we're going to start it immediately and then we will close it. So the way I do this is it's tomorrow. The match starts at 2:30. Typically, they take 2 hours with breaks, etc. So that would be 4:30. And so I say 16:15, which gives a nice little bit at the end to have some jeopardy. I save that market. And now I see the liquidity. So I'm going to bang 3,000 points in. That is the initial liquidity that goes in. You can't see, but I am now. What's going on here? Previous transaction is still being signed or submitted. What have I done wrong? Why do I always do this? Why? Right, I know what it is. It's because I've not got the right wallet being shown. Hey, there we go. Right, so move over here into Predictfully admin wallet. You can't see this, right? No, you can't. Good. Tokens, etc. Right, now let's try it again. It says that a previous transaction is still being signed. How do I undo that? Because it isn't. I'm not signing a previous transaction. How do I hide advance? No, bring it back. Fucking hate MetaMask. Why give me a warning and then not give me the way to solve that? Okay, cancel. Right. So I need to go back. Right. Bear with me, people, while I do a little bit of monkeying about. There it is. I see you. There was a dropped transaction. How do I activity log? How do I cancel that transaction? No. Oh, this is annoying. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is cancel that and delete it and log out and log back in, which is really annoying. So logged out, sign in. For those who've never seen the sign-in process, here we go. Like this was intended. So, okay. So I'm just logging in. And that was as quick as that. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger for you all. Okay, cool. Right. Let's hope this works if we do it again. So, okay, I said I wanted to do 7, didn't I? Let's hope this goes a bit quicker than this. Right. Done. Binary. Steelers, Vikings. Description. Whoa. Right. Fucking hell. Okay. That's it. Okay. Did I get that right? Yep, I did. Okay. Settlement within 48 hours. Tag it with American football. Start it now. Close it tomorrow at 16:15. Save. Oh, I've made that way too big, by the way. Right. 3,000 point TOs. Oh, it's still saying that this is wrong. What am I going to do, guys? I wanted to come on here and show you how I made markets. Why is there always a little thing to deal with? Let me have a look in the comments. Is anybody in the comments saying like, hey, Ben, here's how, oh, look, I should have known that you were guys like, no, people have been commenting. Hey, Mount Doji, thank you for commenting. Sorry, I've not been looking at the comments. So it's saying that there is another transaction. Previous transaction is still being signed or submitted, but it won't give me the ability to go find that transaction and either cancel it or approve it or whatever. I wonder, is there a way? This is where it would be great to be a dev. So I've just screen grabbed it and I'm going to ping it to my devs. But in the meantime, how can I? Where is that? There. There you go, Mr. Dev. Help me. How do I C/cancel? Right, come on, Ben. Think. You're a clever guy. Think about how this would work. I wonder if I go to MetaMask. You won't be able to see that. No, you won't. Cool, right? It's cool. You get to say there's 91 people watching me in live time. Be a dumbass. MetaMask. Fucking hate the fact that it's MetaMask too. Always this. Okay. Ugh. View MetaMask web here. Okay, connect. Which wallet? I don't want to connect that wallet. The irony, right? I just came to MetaMask to connect. I hit connect and it asked if I wanted to connect Rabby wallet. How funny is that? No. Okay, so add an account, connect with MetaMask. Here we go. Why is it asking me to do that? Wild. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm looking at this. This one is my admin. So connect this account to this. Honestly, as experiences go, this is one of the worst. Okay, thank you, Lord Jeriel. That's really useful to know. I'm just checking out what is the wallet address for the one I'm using. So it's not one of these. Hey, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make it so you can see me a bit more. Because it's boring for you lot. I'm so sorry. Okay, here, connect. Who knew that the MetaMask web application website was such an almighty crock of shit? Did you all know this? Right, I'm logging out. If this logs me out of my fucking Chrome extension too, I am literally gonna break down. Yes, disconnect all. Right. Okay, now add an account, connect with MetaMask. This is fucking insane. Not doing at all. Oh, I'm really sorry, everyone. I think I might have to not do this, which really sucks because I just wanted to show you how I did it. Create and make a market. Ah, look at that. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. Right, let's change that round. Done. This should work now. Confirm. Transaction request. Confirm. Wait several seconds. It will resolve. And it will create my market. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there he is. We got a market. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's fucking speed run now. Now I've got that. Now I know I've got it sorted. But there we go. Will the Steelers beat the Vikings, everyone? That took way, way longer than it should have taken. I appreciate all of you for fucking humoring me and hanging around. I actually can't believe so many of you did. Very good of you. Right. Okay. So let's go back. By the way, what did that do to the leaderboard? All those ones I resolved. Look at Dyslexic 71. Okay. Right. That's good. Uyo, Dean Fluent. Oh, Dino, man. You're climbing the board. Like it. Carlito on chain. Some real people who I know are really playing with it. Thank you so much, everyone who is coming in and playing with it at this stage. Do you want to know how many people are on the platform now, by the way? Where do I find that? Yeah, here. And then I'll come and I'll make you some more markets. Sorry. Right now, 3,613 users. And are we at 60,000 yet? Yes, 60,323 transactions on chain. Or with this little app that I have been working on and occasionally breaks. No, it doesn't. It's actually been really good. It's actually really good. It's usually user error. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's make another one now. Right. So we got, will the Saints beat the Bills by 10 points or more? See, I've become something of a NFL know-all, and I think Saints will do this, but it's for other people to do. Right. Bills, Saints, bang. Will the Saints beat the Bills by 10 points? And then I've got my text. Okay, right. American Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. That's at 6 p.m. tomorrow, my time. Yep. Yes, if the Saints win by 10 points or more. No for any other result. Bang. The match is cancelled. Points get returned. Resolution is NFL. Credible. Yes. Right. 48 hours to resolve it. Tag Americano football. We'll start it immediately and it will resolve tomorrow at 1950, 10 minutes before the game finishes. We save it. We add 3,000 points to the market to get it moving and grooving. We say yes. We have another little thing here. We say yes again. We stand around. We do a little dance. We fucking pray to the gods of Predictfully that it works, because that made me really nervous before. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's the second one. Boom. Let's do our third. I've said I got 10. I got 7. So you all good to just watch me make 7 of these quickly, and then I'll let you all go on about your day. Will the Titans beat the Texans by 7 points or more? Again, I think they will. That's why I made the market. But if you disagree with me, why don't you come make an account, predictfully.app. You saw how easy it was to connect. Claim your free points by going to the claim points section. When you've claimed your free points, go make some predictions. Join the leaderboard. It says here, convert points. Oh, you can't do it. Coming soon. You can't convert your points. I keep trying. Coming soon. Maybe it's worth getting some of those points, see what they convert to. Right. Determining the outcome of the match. It will resolve to yes if the Texans win by 7 points. No, this is why I have to read it. Will the Titans beat the Texans? So, yes, if Titans, the Titans win by 7 points or more, and no for any other result. Good job that I'm reading this, isn't it, people? Good job that I am a stickler for detail. Right, Texans, Titans, boom. 48 hours to resolve the market. American football starts now, finishes tomorrow at, is that a 6 p.m. game again? Yes, it is. So I said 1950. Save 3,000 points. Don't know why I've landed on 3,000 points. I might mix that up in a minute and add some more points in, but it just felt like a nice amount. And basically what that meant is if everybody who bought in, then some points sold out and there were a bunch of people who were left, but like there needs to be some liquidity that I have put in to make it worth one person's while doing it. And so the people who have the correct shares at the end of the thing are left, and that liquidity is distributed to those people evenly based on how many shares they own. Probably have just done a really bad job of explaining what I mean there, but I'll break that down properly when I'm not flapping and trying to make markets, worrying about fucking MetaMask. Right, that one's done. Okay, what's next? So back in done new market. Falcons to beat the Commanders. So we're working with a dude, really good guy, Anthony, who's helping us reach out to lots of clubs in the States. He used to do business development for the Commanders, Washington Commanders, and he also did it for the Kansas City Chiefs. And last year he was at Aston Villa Football Club in the UK. He's a fucking dude. We're meeting him in London on Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to chatting with him, see how he's doing it. Some really big opportunities and some really exciting conversations we're starting to have now as a platform. Now that we're able to showcase like what it means to have people and transactions and a leaderboard and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, the leaderboard needs a lot of work, but this is MVP, right? This is why we test in MVP mode, so we can figure it out and we can make our changes. But we can do it with real life feedback. Let me see if I got that right. Falcons to beat Commanders. Yes, Falcons win. No for other result. Yep. Okay. 48 hours. American football manual. It will finish tomorrow. That game is another 6 p.m. UK time. So we say 6, 7, 8, 7. So 1950. I should just remember that, but my brain is running out of juice today. Create market. How many have we made there then? That is, we've now made 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 3 to go, people, and then I'm going to let you have your day back. But thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't got an account yet, please just go create one. You can do it with X, you can do it with Google, you can do it with your email, or you can do it with a wallet if you need one. If you're crypto native and etc. Did this work? Did I say yes to it? I did, right? Come on. There we go. The chain's busy. That's another reason why we might eventually, when we get like to a critical mass on this, we might actually move onto our own L1, which is built. Oh, we've had another game. Should I quickly resolve that market or should we finish? No, let's finish. Come on, Ben. Stop moving around like fucking bing bong. I move around like a fucking pinball machine. Right. What was I saying then? It was an interesting point I was making. Fuck, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Right. Buccaneers to beat the Eagles. I had another really good conversation yesterday with a top product that's being built on AVAX. Oh, I was talking about an L1, wasn't I? Remember? Yeah. So we might move Predictfully eventually to its own L1, which is built with AVAX, so that we can create our own token that becomes the gas. And then, of course, there's nothing slowing the chain down because it's just Predictfully. But that's one of the things that we're speaking to the team about. We need to really get ahead of steam if we're doing that. Buccaneers, Eagles. Bang. Binary. Yeah, the conversation we had yesterday was with a great game that's being built and has its own L1 with AVAX. You can just guess. But they're interested in like a white label, like their own version of a prediction market so that they can run cool predictions around their tournaments. That's a really exciting opportunity that I'm looking into at the moment. Working with them on that would be cool. Right. What's the date tomorrow? I know what the date is. What time is it? Buccaneer. Oh my God, Ben, focus, right? Focus. Buccaneers, Eagles, 6 p.m. again, 1950. 1950. Save. Right. Fuck it. Let's go 5,000. Let's give the Buccaneers and the Eagles a little bit of a stimmy. Always pays to get in on markets early. That's another thing, right? Because if you get in early, particularly if there is a overwhelming favorite, get in early, and then other people come in and buy the favorite, and of course, you can then fucking sell your stake in a market without a whistle being blown or a ball being kicked. Honestly, there is a real art to working with prediction markets. We're going to get into that, by the way. I'm not just going to create content about me making markets. I think we should start to make content about what it means to like play with prediction markets, because there's a lot going on. Okay, where are we up to? We've done 5, so this is 6, 7, 2 left. Will the Giants beat the Chargers? I quite like the Giants. I think the name's funny. I'm so fucking British, aren't I? Worst 2 logos, by the way, in the whole of the NFL, playing against each other in one weekend. If I had to pick a team based on the logo alone, it would always be the Jaguars, like Jaguars. That's a good one. Jaguars, maybe the Vikings is a good one. Eagles is another good one. But I like the Jaguars a lot. That's a cool logo. I happen to just like the Cowboys. But that's probably an obvious one because they're just, I think they're the world's most valuable sports franchise, right? Okay. Let me see quickly. Giants win. Did I see that? Giants beat the Chargers. Yes, if it's a Giants win. Yep. Okay, 48 hours after I can give myself to resolve it. American foosball manual start tomorrow, finish tomorrow at another 6 p.m. So it's just this last one that's going to be different. 1950. If it's the Giants, let's make a giant pool. Should we do 10,000 points in the pool? Look at that. Okay, confirm. That is confirmed. 125 of you watching this, by the way. 105 on my X account and 20 on the Predictfully X account. It's very good of you. Thank you for tuning in and watching me fucking talk to myself making markets from a prediction market perspective. Okay, that's a big market. Go get in on that one first. 10,000. If you think Giants will, go and buy up some of that, because then at the end of the market, you're going to get your share of those 10,000 plus the likelihood is that will go up. If you think it's the Chargers, same applies, right? Okay, back to markets. Right, one more market I'm making. Jaguars to beat the 49ers. This is one of the later games, so don't let me get this wrong in terms of the timing. So new market. Will the Jaguars beat the 49ers? In, go, binary, Jags. So yeah, that was that logo I was talking about. It's fucking cool. Right. Turn the outcome. So yeah, 21:05 UK time that kicks off. Yes, if the Jaguars win, and I have put will they win, and no for any other result. Okay. That credible reporting done. 48 hours. We'll tag it with American football. Start it now. Tomorrow. So it's at 21. What time is it? 21:05. So 22:55 is when we'll finish it. Okay. And again, but just based on the strength of the logo, 10,000 points on that one too. There you go. Oh, what a rush. Got that sorted. Just finishing that market. Okay, wait for that one to just be prepped. And that's 7 markets. As quick as that. It's as quick as that. So once I get my shit together, like we worked really hard this week. So all of those graphics that you saw me drop in, and all of those texts, and the games themselves, and the information for me to be able to pull off, that came through an AI agent that we programmed to pull that, which is going to start pulling NFL, EPL, Serie A, Bundesliga, all the other like leagues, going to start pulling that. And then what we obviously need to do is automate an agent to actually help create these, but one step at a time. At the moment, I really do like being, because if something goes wrong, right, I can just say, okay, human error, it was me. It was me then. Okay, have we got points being put on any of these yet? See, no, they're all still brand new, brand spankers. So we'll let people know in a minute that those are in there. I'm gonna push them out, and we'll do that. But there you go. Look, very quickly, come here, create your account, go into the claimed points section. There's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, there's 9, 10, 11. Yeah, sorry, there's 11 quests that you can complete. If you complete those quests, you get all of the points that then take you in. There's a market, there's a leaderboard that we've got going on. You can go into any of these markets. You can say what you think is going to happen. You can go yes, you can go no. You can say, do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? If you hold them already. And then you can track your progress. Obviously, once these start moving, the line graph was moving. This is us just building in public. Like, we want to create an amazing experience for people when it comes to prediction markets. From next week as well, a little bit of news for people if you're interested in this. From next week, I'm going to start adding in. So look, I'll show you just one little bit in new markets. This bit where I had tag, you saw all of the sports, right? All of the sports. I'm going to top up the sports as well. But one of the things I've got here, boom, esports. That's a big one. I'm going to start adding in some esports stuff. Horse racing, we're going to have a play with that, I think, when we get the multi-choice right. AVAX, because we're building AVAX, so it would be cool for us to just make some fun AVAX markets. And culture, going to start bringing in some more markets that are less sports heavy. I know I said sports is my bag. It is. I'm passionate about it. It's why I get to make markets and actually enjoy the subject material. But I work in crypto. I observe popular culture through X and television and all the rest of it. So, like, yeah, we'll add some other ones. We'll sprinkle them in. You saw me start to do that last week with the Taylor Swift market, and we'll keep doing it. So as this week progresses and continues, just expect to see some more stuff going in. Right, I have held you all here now for 45 minutes while I had that problem. Thank you so much for watching. Really does mean a lot to see you watching it, Bill. Please give this a share. Give it a like, give it a comment, repost it, write about it, tell me what you think of it, DM me, whatever it might be. Helps continue to get the word out there. I'm very, very grateful for your time there on a Saturday. Have a wonderful day. Go watch the golf, or touch some grass, or eat some great food, whatever it might be. have fun, and I'll see you all next week. Take it easy. I'm going to end it now, and then it'll take like 10 seconds while I stand here awkwardly. Bye. Bye.